everyone, it's Bailey from Making Up for the West, and today I have a favorites video for you. I haven't done a favorites in a really long time, and I don't know why. I think it's because I'm trying new products all the time, so I can't really, I just don't have favorites. But lately I kind of stumbled upon my favorite face routine, and that's not like skincare, but more like foundation, bronzer, blush, etc. And I thought, well, I have a few other things to throw in the mix, like eyeshadows and things of that nature, so I might as well just make a favorites video. And so here we are, you and me, just doing the favorites thing. So seeing as how this is mostly about the face stuff, let's start with face stuff. And the first thing is this Neutrogena Skin Clearing Foundation right there. And I actually stumbled upon this because I was looking, I'm trying to ration my favorite high-end foundation, which is the Dior Air Flash. It was a Christmas present, but it's kind of a pricey investment if I were to ever run out. And so I'm trying to ration it, which might seem kind of silly if you haven't used it, but it's what I'm doing anyway. So I went out looking for another foundation. I was going to originally try the Neutrogena, I can't remember, the one that's supposed to dupe NARS Sheer Glow. I went out in search of that and instead saw this, the oil-free skin clearing makeup. And as some of you may know, I have kind of problem skin. So I thought, skin clearing, I like the sounds of that. So I got it. And in trying it, I really like it. It kind of dries matte. I have noticed my skin getting better. I blend it in with the Real Techniques buffing brush like this. So I do think that kind of helps with the even coverage it gives, you know, not splotchy. It really blends in easily. And so that's what I'm liking. It has salicylic acid in it, which is what fights your breakouts. And like I said, I think I've said before, I've noticed my skin clearing. So that's good. Up next is the bronzer, and my new favorite is this Tarte Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay bronzer. And this is the thing that I got in the Sephora Beauty Insider point thing that I talked about a few videos ago. And as it turns out, I really love it. It's just so, it blends into the skin so naturally, despite having kind of a sheen to it. It's not shimmery or sparkly by any means. It just has kind of a light sheen, which is unusual because typically I go for more matte bronzers, but I am digging this, and I just feel like it's very natural looking. I'm assuming it has to do with your skin tone too. For whatever reason, this just jives with my skin tone and blends in naturally and looks really natural. So I'm loving that. But who knew? I mean, it came in a little perk thing, and it's a pretty decent size, so I'm going to get a lot of wear out of it. And I apply that with my crown brush, kind of all over face brush. It's awesome for blending in here, and it makes everything look natural and gives the face all over color. So I really like that for applying this. Then chronologically, when I'm putting on my makeup comes the blush, and the blush I am in love with right now is from the Too Faced Natural Face Kit, and I reviewed this, and I'll put links to everything I have reviews of in the bottom bar. But I'm loving the cream blush from this kit, and it's just, and I apply that with the Sigma Duo Fiber, and I originally was doing it with my e.l.f. Duo Fiber because I didn't want to use my fingers. I like applying things in general with brushes, and so I was using this big one, but that's like seriously too big, and it was getting everywhere, and it's just a big mess. So the other day I got, I can't remember the name of the kit, but it's a little Sigma travel kit, which I'm loving, and would love to know if you'd see a review on it. So I'd love if you put that in the comments if you care to see one. Just let me know. But I got this kit the other day, and this smaller stippling brush came in it, and it fits perfectly in here, and it applies it so evenly, and I just brush that right here. Keep it kind of to the apples and then towards the back, just right there, and it blends seamlessly into the bronzer, and I love it. The textures don't clash, the finishes don't clash. It's beautiful, and it looks so natural. So I like that, and I like this. And then I think the last thing for the face is the highlighter, and for that I have a little, well, it's actually the blush, or the highlighter and brush combo, and that is an old standby, the Laura Gellar Blush and Brighten in Como highlighter in Portofino, and I still don't quite understand what that means in the context of the colors, but this is it. It's wonderful and shimmery and, oh, just kind of a gold-based white highlighter, which is lovely and natural looking. I mean, so nice, so nice. Then to apply that, I use the Sigma tapered face brush, which as you can see has some on it, but I love the shape of this brush, and the reason I got this kit, the kit that this came in part was due to this brush, because it's such a unique brush that I know of. I'm sure like MAC makes one or something, but there aren't really any lower end brands that make it that I'm aware of. So that's why I wanted to try this from Sigma, is because it's the one out there that I'm just like, I can't dupe that. There's no low end dupe for that. So, as it turns out, it seems like a good investment because I love it for highlighting and then occasionally for contouring, but mostly right now for highlighting. So these are so nice. I'm sure that was super attractive. I have had a go-to eye recently. It's just the easiest thing to do when I want kind of a finished polish look and still get out the door within, like, you know, a reasonable amount of time. And that magical combination for me has been the Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Studio 24-hour, blah, 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 long name. We all know the name. We all know what they are. And this is Bad to the Bronze. Love this as my eye base. And then I move on to the Urban Decay 15th Anniversary palette, this guy. And I go into Chase, this one right here, and Midnight 15, this one right here. This goes all over the lid, and then this one goes on the inner corners, and this is just the most amazing highlighter I think I've ever used. I don't know what it is about this particular shadow, but I find that it highlights more than others. I don't know, I can't explain it, and it's probably in my head, but it is what it is. Then I add a little definition to my crease by just popping a darker matte brown in there because I love the contrast in textures from the shimmery to the matte. And I use the dark matte brown that came in the Tarte for True Blood palette, this guy. And this is in a plain matte case. I've depotted them all and put them in here. It's just the perfect blending color for me, that matte brown right there. Love. Another favorite, actually, is the Tarte Emphasize Amazonian Clay Waterproof Liner, and I have another favorite brush to go with it. So that's the liner. It's just a plain, like, normal black gel liner, but it's very creamy, very smooth. And then I have applied it with this new brush, again, in that same Sigma kit, and it's just, and you can get these, many people make these. I know many people make these. This isn't unique to Sigma, but it's my first kind of pencil, what is it called? Small eyeliner brush. But it's, you know, different than, say, an angled eyeliner brush. And I love it for getting a really precise and quick. I find it's much easier to get a slightly winged eye with this thing. I don't know. And the last thing I'm loving is perfume, and it is Yogini by Harvey Prince, and it's this little guy. I got it in my Birchbox as a tester. Decided to buy, I guess it's the travel kit. It's not the full meal deal, but it's, you know, the travel size, and it's great. And those are all my favorites, so that's kind of it for me. But if you have any favorites, I would love to hear about them in a video response or in the comment section below. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.